Hi guys, I'm doing this as a bit of a video response to Bearded Dragon 43. He asked me a bit to go into a bit more detail about my setup and everything, so I thought I'd do that. So this is for you and other people that want to know a bit more about the setup. Right, Bearded Dragons. Like all many other reptiles, have got a cool side and a warm side. I'm sorry if I'm going over silly little things that you already know, but some people don't, and they might look at this video and find out what's involved with setting up the Bearded Dragon vivarium. Anyway, warm side, cold side. On the warm side, you need the temperatures to be in the daytime around about 100 on the basking spot, and in the cool side it can drop down to 70. Then the reptile can determine itself how warm or cold he or she wants to be. As you can see, my beardie is quite happy and inquisitive again, and he's quite big. Right, anyway, on this side I've got a heat emitter. You don't have to have a heat emitter, you can have an infrared bulb to supply the basking heat. Bearded dragons get their heat from their backs, not like leopard geckos and such like, which get their heat from their bellies. So there's no need to put a heat mat in for a bearded dragon at all. So going back, I've got a ceramic heater here. They're more reliable than a basking spotlight because they don't blow as often. To be honest, I've not seen one blow in 3 years. And I do change mine anyway every couple of years. Anyway, going back, you need a ceramic heater, preferably a cage on it to stop the bearded dragon burning itself, because they do get up to some seriously hot temperatures. Also, on the ceramic heater, I've got it set up to a thermostat, which you can see there. And if I can zoom in, yeah, if you can see this thermostat here, what I do with this is I set the temperature up to 90, and the probe for it is down right on the basking spot, and then when the temperature reaches 90, the thermostat will tell the heat emitter to switch off, and when it falls below 90, the thermostat will tell it to switch on. So it's a constant temperature in there. I've also got, if you can see this is a thermometer probe, so I can visually see what the temperatures are doing. At the moment it's on 91.5, and the reason being it's not at 100, I've got my halogen spotlight here, which comes on a timer for 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at dinner time, and an hour in the afternoon. If you bear with me guys, I'll switch it on manual. There we go. And it's been spoken about quite a lot that bearded dragons actually like the bright lights from the bulb as well as the heat. You don't have to buy Repti branded spotlights. It's all a gimmick. As a substrate, I've got lino. You don't need to buy expensive calcium sand. I don't agree with calcium sand, but everyone's to their own choice. In the wild, bearded dragons live on rocks and sand anyway, so I can't see a problem with people using sand. I can see a problem with it with young baby bearded dragons, because they can eat some of the sand, and because they're not developed enough as adults, they will find difficulty passing it through. So I've got a UVB light up here. It's a Reptiglow 2.0, and what I do is I have it going diagonally across the top of the vivarium, and that way it covers most of the vivarium. And I've got a ramp at the back, and the reason for this ramp is the bearded dragon can decide how close he wants to get to the light itself. The UVB lights don't get hot enough to actually burn you. As you can see, I'm actually touching it now, and I can quite happily hold it for quite a while. So there isn't much of a danger with UVB lights burning your reptiles, but there is with the heat emitter. I'm touching that cage now and it's warm, but if I touch that heat emitter I'd be in A&E. So just bear with me so I can close this. The UVB light I've got is on a timer. It comes on at 8 o'clock in the morning and goes off at 9 o'clock at night, and that's in the summer months. In the winter I would make it so it comes on at 8 in the morning and goes off at 8 in the evening, to simulate winter months and summer months. The basking light is off during the night altogether, so the only thing there is on is the heat emitter. Because it doesn't produce any light like spotlights do, it's dark in there and more natural for your bearded dragon. You do need places for your bearded dragon to climb. They do like to climb. They can't climb glass or things like that, but they do like logs and plants and things that you can put in to entertain them. Going back over here, I find having rocks in your basking spot is great, because as the basking spot heats up, it heats the stones up as well, and the bearded dragon will lie on there and bask, but it will heat the underside of its belly. And even though bearded dragons don't need heat from the underside, it does help with food digestion. So that's my setup. I hope you guys like it. I'll just zoom down a little bit. I've got a custom background on the back that I made myself. All my cables go out through the rear at the top. I try not to put any cables through at the bottom, because you can get little critters that do escape. Crickets can be escape artists, and I always try as well to manage my cables well, so that cables don't fall on, say, I'm sorry about this, guys. You don't want cables falling on hot items such as your heat emitter or your spotlights. The last thing you want is a cable to burn and melt and cause electrical fire. Anyway guys, this is me signing off. From me and Rex, thank you very much for watching, and a big shout out to Bearded Dragon 43 for your email, and I hope you like this one. Okay, thank you guys, take care now.